Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna go ahead and follow up from my previous video where I wanted to go ahead and set up my weekly check-in. This month there had been a lot of changes and I'm basically gonna use September as a guinea pig of how my new expenses have changed, and just as an observation to what I expect for the future months. However, this will be kind of tricky because every time I do kind of like a reset in how my spending goes or whatnot, the ending months are not the best to look at, especially since it's the holiday season and that's when like things start to pop out and stuff. But I do want to use September as like a guinea pig scenario of like how my expenses have been changing, how much more I'm paying for gas, how much more I'm spending on myself and all that. And I want to use these upcoming 3 months as a kind of a catch-all of what to expect or start to budget for the new year. So that's exactly what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm actually going to go ahead and set up my weekly check-in, and I'm going to go ahead and remove this dashboard page because I don't use it. I'm not a fan of it, and I just want to have a clear page over here to put my weekly check-in. Now of course, since my other video, I still have not I still haven't print and cut new washi for myself. I'm like, I just did some orders, so whatever like extras I had, I went ahead and just applied those to the orders instead of keeping at least something for myself for the videos, but it's fine. So if you guys haven't seen my monthly budget setup, I'll link it above in a card. But today I just want to go ahead and do my weekly check-in. Now I'm going to set up all the expenses that I have so far, and then I'll just start checking in for the weeks as they roll on by. I don't really have like a set schedule of when I usually check in, but I do like doing it from like November from Sunday to Saturday. So let me go ahead and put this just like that. And then the categories that I will be tracking will be these cash envelopes right here. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in a bit so I can start laying those down. So it'll be grocery spending, gas, and unbudgeted. And I'm just going to lay those out all the way until I run out of space or whatnot. And I love the weekly check-ins. I feel like these are the most fun and colorful stickers that I offer. I get like the entire color palette of the month, and I think it just looks so pretty. Now the spending might not look so pretty, but everything else, just like how it just all comes together, is so gorgeous. It's always my favorite page. Not to fill out though. So I'm gonna go ahead and just write all the categories that I'll be following. And I'm gonna take all of those down and then I'll be right back. Now, like I said, I didn't actually have set amounts for these categories. I'm literally just testing out how my new spending habits are. So like that, in the future when I budget for these categories, it will be a realistic amount, not something so strained or something unrealistic on my part. So that is how this page is gonna look like. Not that bad. It's actually really cute. This is such a cute page. Like, look how cute like this whole budget setup is. And if I haven't said it, this is an Erin Condren 7x9 monthly planner. Mine is the vegan cover collab with Etta V and Erin Condren. So if this cover is still available, I'll link it down below. If not, I'll just link the entire planner collection in the description below. And if this would be your first time purchasing anything from Erin Condren, you can use my referral link to get like $10 off your first purchase. So that's always nice. So here I'm gonna go ahead and just start writing down all of my expenses. I don't think I'll have much up here since I was dealing with COVID, but I know I had like Disneyland expenses, and I know I had to put gas right before going, and I'm not sure if I did a small grocery haul, but I'm gonna go ahead and lay down all my expenses, and then I'm gonna go ahead and then check those in on this page. Okay, so this is how my spending so far has looked like. So like I said, this first week there was not much going on until I got my negative test results on the 8th for COVID, because I had been sick, I want to say since Tuesday or Wednesday, and then I literally went to urgent care on the 3rd and got my PCR done and said I had COVID, but I had done like a at-home test on the 1st and it said it was negative, so I didn't really think anything of it. But then I did an at-home test again on the 8th and I got like it negative, so then I started going out, you guys. Ain't nothing gonna stop me. I was like, just being in the house for so long was just like too much, like, oh Lord. But in that time I did a lot of spending, and I'm gonna go ahead and check in. So for the first week, which I'm gonna call it Sunday to Saturday, I only went one time out, and that was to Carl's Jr. to get something to eat. I was just feeling like crap, and I didn't really feel like making any food. I didn't have the energy. However, I didn't even end up eating my food. It was like no good. My body didn't want it. It was a no-go. So I did only spend $11.68 on food that week, and that was it. Nothing else went down that week. So I'm gonna go ahead and put zeros on there. So for week 2, from the 4th to the 10th, which was just last week, I did have a couple of spending. I did do Dunkin' Donuts. This was like a mobile order that someone just came to drop off through what do you call that, those apps, Uber Eats or something like that. So I did Dunkin' Donuts. I had like a drink and strawberry sprinkle donut. On Thursday, when I tested negative, I wanted to go ahead and decorate my room, not my room, my bathroom, spooky themed. So I actually went to Marshall's and Home Goods for to get like mats and shower curtains and toiletries, just so it can be all spooky themed. So that was all just personal spending, to be honest. And before that, I went to Starbucks just so I can have something to drink while I was there. So I ended up spending $81.52 at Home Goods for like towels, what was it, towels, bath mats, shower curtains. And then at Marshall's, I ended up spending $13.77 on like spooky themed soaps, like dispensers. So that was pretty cute. The next day, I realized that I had forgotten my shower curtains at the store, or the employee didn't actually end up putting it in my bag. So I went back to TJ Maxx and they're like, oh, I did forget to put it in your bag, but I also forgot to charge you. So I ended up spending $33.05 on getting the item that was left behind. So that was kind of annoying. And then I just went to McDonald's to get like a Coke and some fries because I was like dying of hunger. So that was all just personal spending. And then on Saturday, I wanted to check out Michael's because I had seen that they came out with like a pastel spooky season collection. So I ended up finding like a ghost tray and a ghost mug, and that was cute, and that was $11.22. That was very spontaneous. That was just like at random. And then before I went, I just went to get coffee so I could just feel awake. So in total last week, I ended up spending $174.53 on just random spending. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that here. So $174.53. Now half of this like Michael's and TJ Maxx, and Marshalls. That was so unnecessary because I just wanted to decorate my house. But the Dunkin' Donuts and the Starbucks and McDonald's runs, they're normal, usual, every day. Now I did go ahead and pump gas because I knew we were gonna go to Disneyland, so I filled up my tank entirely. My receipt says $60, but my transaction says $60.03 for some strange reason, so $60.03 was charged. And then I also had unbudgeted expenses because I wasn't really planning on doing this. It just, the opportunity came up and I went with it. So the first one was going and getting wax. So I went to Wax Candy, and also my groomer had an opening to groom Bean. Her nails were ridiculously long. Her coat had outgrown and she just needed a bath and a trim, so I went ahead and booked her for that, and that came out to be $80. And then on Saturday the girls were by themselves. When I went, they weren't by themselves, like my sister had to go to work when I showed up, and she's like, oh, the girls are gonna stay by themselves, you know, do you want to stay with them? And I was like, how about I just take them out? And my eldest niece said that she wanted to go see the movie Nope and had never seen it, so I was like, okay, let's just all go to the theater. So we ended up going to the theater, and that was $43.75. That was super random. We never usually go to the movies. I've never gone to the movies with them by myself, and for them to want to watch some kind of like suspense or scary movie or whatnot, I was like, okay. I'm like, y'all, I'm a weenie, and they were like, no, it's not scary, you should, like, they just said it's really good, so just try it out. So we did. In total, on unbudgeted expenses, that ended up being $182.55 last week. That's a lot, and I have not bought groceries at all. I have not bought groceries yet. That's insane. And I need to go do that this week or today or tomorrow, because I need like toilet paper, I need bread, all types of stuff. And so far this week, this is the spending that I did at Disneyland. So at Disneyland, I can actually just put this down. So let's do $15.25 plus $29.90. $15.25 was like I bought a Coke, a Sprite, and a drink because it was so hot at Disneyland. It was no good. So $15.25 for drinks. The $29.90 was the Starbucks that I bought at Disneyland because my sister was gonna get the lunch for me, so this was a trade-off. And then the hotel that we stayed at ended up being $67.16. Since my sister works for the Marriott, any Marriott chain, we just get her discount. So we stay literally like across Disneyland for really cheap. So in total, I ended up spending $112.31 at Disneyland. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put that here as just like an expense, a total expense that I had, because that's where that belonged to miscellaneous category, not in my weekly check-in. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark those as logged, since this won't be my weekly check-in. This is just as a whole for the month, because that was the only Disneyland trip that we had planned. I don't think we'll be going anytime soon. And then when we checked in the hotel on Sunday, that morning I went to go to my sister's house because we were going to take her car. I ended up buying Starbucks for us and breakfast. So I went to Starbucks and Jack. And then when we got to the hotels, we went to the outlets and I found these beautiful like croc like platform wedges, so I couldn't like just leave them, so they ended up being $59.25. However, since we are on the 13th currently and the whole week hasn't passed by, I won't check in just yet. My phone bill has not pulled out yet, and that's a very annoying bill due, so it is what it is. But anywho, that is gonna be it for me for this weekly check-in. I hope you guys enjoy it, and then I'll just keep adding to this as the week progresses, since we're on week 3 now. So we have 2 more weeks, and whew, I'm already a lot into my spending money, but no groceries at all. Insane. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you want to know where to buy my stickers, you can get them at my shop at erikalifevlogs.com. And this is the 7x9 Erin Condren monthly planner. I'll have a referral link down below where you can get off $10 off your first purchase if you haven't shopped their site yet. Alright, that is all for me, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.